before the West was the West. Out here wandering through the wilderness, raising hell. We were the baddest outlaws roaming, always holding the age was golden. We had no way of knowing. Our horses clip-clop down the track, sitting on a fat stack, looking for the next saloon to get faded in. Maybe find us a lady of sin. We weren't no miners, just stuck them up and took our weight in gold. Lived according to our own code. Spent our time making trails everybody else would ride out west on, in the time before the iron horse had reached across the land, when men skilled with a gun were in high demand. We were ghosts before the ghost towns came, wild young devils with outlaw names. No kings above us, no chains to hold, just whiskey nights and stolen gold. Now the maps are drawn and the fences stand, railroad smoke crawls across the land, but you still hear echoes when the night winds blow of the bastards who rode where the law wouldn't go. Saw the West change right before our eyes, telegraph wires cutting through the skies. Them bankermen and badge-wearing fools started bringing in the courts and rules. But we came from a harder time, dust and blood and a life of crime, back when survival was the only creed, and a fast hand got you what you need. Now every town's got a church bell ringing, civilized folks and children singing, but under them streets and beneath them stones still lies the trail of broken bones. And somewhere out where the coyotes cry, old outlaws never really die. Past wagon trains on the Oregon Trail, dust-covered families looking pale, headed toward promises painted in gold, chasing them stories the Eastmen sold. Then came the miners in 49, swinging picks and praying to strike, while they dug rivers and tore up the land. We rode through the mountain with 6 guns in hand, watched boom towns rise down there overnight, canvas tents glowing in lead time, every drunk fool yelling fortune and fame, most wound up buried with nothing but a name. Yeah, we were ghosts before the ghost towns came, riding down devils with outlaw names, before the trains and the rich men's greed, before this country forgot what it means to be free. So raise your glass if you still believe in the kind of men they could never tame, 'cause the West may be gone, but the fire remains. Now the prairie wind's the only thing still